Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between lush green forests and flowing rivers, lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was known for his intelligence and hard work, but lately, he had been struggling with a problem that seemed insurmountable. He had tried everything he could think of to solve it, but nothing seemed to work. Frustrated and hopeless, Arjun decided to seek the wisdom of the great Gautam Buddha, who was known for his profound teachings and compassionate nature. Arjun traveled far and wide until he finally reached the place where Buddha was teaching. With a heart full of hope, he approached Buddha and bowed respectfully. "O wise Buddha, I have come to seek your guidance. I am troubled by a problem that I cannot seem to solve. I have tried everything, but nothing works. Please help me find a solution." Buddha looked at Arjun with kind eyes and said, "Tell me about your problem, Arjun." Arjun began to explain his dilemma. He spoke of how he had been working tirelessly on a project that was crucial for his village. Despite his best efforts, he kept encountering obstacles that seemed to have no solution. The more he tried to overcome them, the more they seemed to grow. He was at his wit's end and didn't know what to do. Buddha listened patiently, nodding as Arjun spoke. When Arjun finished, Buddha remained silent for a moment, contemplating the situation. Finally, Buddha spoke. "Arjun, you are not alone in facing problems. Everyone encounters difficulties in their lives. The key to solving them lies in understanding their nature. Sometimes, the solution is not something external, but something that comes from within." Arjun looked puzzled. "What do you mean, Buddha?" Buddha decided to share a parable to illustrate his point. There was once a man who stepped on a thorn while walking through the forest. He tried various methods to remove the thorn, but none of them worked. The more he struggled, the deeper the thorn seemed to embed itself in his foot. Finally, he decided to sit down and carefully examine the thorn in his foot. He realized that by gently pulling at the thorn and relaxing his muscles, he could remove it without causing more pain. Arjun nodded, starting to understand the message. Buddha continued, "The man's problem was not just the thorn, but also his approach to removing it. By understanding the nature of the problem and addressing it with a calm and thoughtful approach, he found the solution. Similarly, Arjun, your solution lies in understanding the true nature of your problem and approaching it with a calm mind." Arjun reflected on Buddha's words. He realized that he had been so focused on the obstacles that he had not taken the time to understand their root cause. He needed to step back, examine the problem from a different perspective, and find the solution within the problem itself. With renewed determination and a fresh perspective, Arjun returned to his village. He began to approach his project with a calm and thoughtful mind. Instead of fighting the obstacles, he started to understand them and find solutions within the problem itself. Slowly but surely, the pieces began to fall into place, and he made progress like never before. Arjun's project, which had once seemed impossible, started to take shape. The villagers noticed the change in Arjun and were inspired by his new approach. They, too, began to apply Buddha's wisdom in their own lives, finding solutions to their problems by looking within. After some time, Arjun returned to Buddha to express his gratitude. "O wise Buddha, your teachings have changed my life. I have found the solution to my problem within the problem itself, just as you said. Thank you for your guidance." Buddha smiled and said, "Remember, Arjun, the answers you seek are often within you. The key is to approach your problems with a calm and open mind. This wisdom will serve you well throughout your life. Arjun made it his mission to share Buddha's teachings with others. He gathered the villagers and shared his story, explaining how Buddha's wisdom had helped him find the solution within his problem. The villagers were inspired and began to apply this wisdom in their own lives. As the village thrived, Arjun felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He realized that the greatest gift he could give others was the wisdom that had transformed his own life. The village became a place of harmony and prosperity, where people approached their problems with calm minds and open hearts. And so, the village prospered, and Arjun continued to live by Buddha's teachings. He understood that the solution to any problem often lies within it, and that with a calm mind and a thoughtful approach, any obstacle can be overcome. The wisdom of Buddha's teachings spread far and wide, touching the lives of many and bringing peace and happiness to all. The story of Arjun and Buddha's teachings reminds us that sometimes, the solution to our problems lies within the problem itself. By approaching our challenges with a calm and open mind, we can find the answers we seek and transform our lives for the better. Let us all embrace this wisdom and find peace and fulfillment in our own journeys.